in Philadelphia, Citizens Bank Park. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Texas Rangers taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. Okay, all set to go. Here's Marcus Semien.
The second baseman, Marcus Semien.
The pitch. That's in there. And we're underway here this afternoon. Pitch misses. Ball one. Swing and a pop-up. Boom. Makes the catch, and there's one gone. So now it's Corey Seager. This guy has turned into a beast. Chris, when you think about Aaron Nola, he's one of the better pitchers in the National League. And you think about that curveball. Really good pitch for him. He was the 7th overall pick in 2014 out of LSU. Bounce to the right, and that's just foul.
Yeah, and this is a guy that, you know, from an early age in the big leagues was kind of looked at as the ace of that ball club. A lot of weight on his shoulders, but adding Zach Wheeler was a big plus. Gave him a couple of big arms at the front of that starting rotation.
And a foul ball. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. Back here at the ballpark, so digging in now for Philadelphia, Kyle Schwarber. And here it comes. Now remember, Kyle Schwarber grew up in Ohio, and so he got a chance to watch a lot of really good Cincinnati Reds teams. His favorite players growing up were Barry Larkin and Ken Griffey Jr. And a pitch. Just misses the mark outside the zone. Chris, one dubious note on Eovaldi. May 18, 2022, he matched a big league record, gave up 5 homers in an inning against the Astros. Alvarez, Tucker, Pena, Brantley, and Gurriel all took him deep. Here's Turner now. That one's in there, 0-1. Eovaldi, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a curve, a slider, a splitter, and occasionally uses a cutter. The pitch. That misses, and the count is 1-1. That one missing inside. Right-hander kicks, deals. Swing and a miss.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
The next offering misses, and the count's full. Up the middle, and that one handled. Whips it to first on the run. 2 up, 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. And digging in for Philadelphia, Bryce Harper. Just missed. And the righty deals. Strike 2. And a pitch. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And a 1-2. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out. Welcome back. New inning getting started. Mitch Garver up to hit here.
Mitch Garver.
Nola back to work. That misses. Ball one. The pitch. And the 1-2 misses to even the count.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Next one misses, and that's ball three. On the ground right side. He takes it on his own. One up, one down. Here's Josh Young.
The third baseman, number 6, Josh Young.
That one inside, and that is ball one. And he pumps it a strike. And a swing and a miss.
Definitely not going to make his highlight tape.
Pitch misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And he deals. Swung on, popped up left side. Boom. Under it. And puts the squeeze on that. And there's 2 down. Next up for Texas, Adolis Garcia.
Garcia.
And that's in there for strike one. No score here in the second. Swing and a foul, pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play. And there's a ball.
2 strikes.
Pitch misses. 2-2.
It's a good take.
The pitch. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now it's Alec Bohm.
The third baseman, Alec Bohm.
Here comes a pitch. And that's in for a strike.
Not sure if he was expected for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
That misses the zone, and it's a ball and a strike. The Y to kick the pitch. Gets him to chase after that one.
Fooled on that pitch, got a little anxious, and now in a 2-strike count, he's going to have to widen out his stance, choke up on the bat, and really make sure he has pitch recognition before pulling the trigger.
Next offering down in the dirt.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
The kick, the 3-2. And there's ball 4. This is Bryson Stott. Foul ball there. And the 0-1. They say you win.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Oh, that fastball drilled him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him.
Just a fastball that got away from him there. He didn't have the right finish to it. Good extension that he needed to get to his target.
And now it is JT Realmuto. Boom. The lead runner out at second. Stop at first with no outs. So 2 balls and no strikes.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Next one misses, and now 3-0. And there's the automatic. Kicks and fires to the left side, but it is well foul. First and second here, no outs. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. 2 on, 1 out. Nick Castellanos stands in for the Phillies. Little trouble with this one behind the plate, but no advance from the runners.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Righty delivers off the mark there, and now 2-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
Slice down the right side.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Here's the 2-2. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Crushed in the air. Left center field. Way back there. No doubt about it. Nick Castellanos goes deep, and they throw 3 on the board. It's 3-0.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
1 down. Brandon Marsh stands in for the Phillies. And first offering is fouled off. That one is absolutely belted, and it one-hops the wall, and that's a double.
He was all over that one. With a pitch away, that's exactly what you want to do with it. Drive it the other way, and right there, just barely able to keep it fair down the line for the double.
Now here is Johan Rojas, and the first pitch misses for ball 1. And a curve is down and in. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Lifted in the air, right field. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. Led off the game with a strikeout. Swings through that one. 0-1. Curveball drops in there.
He's clearly out there throwing pitches in this situation. First base is open. If he walks him, no big deal.
The next pitch misses, and the count is 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Two outs and 1 in scoring position. Here's a 1-2. And that's outside.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Just missed the inside corner, and a full count now. And he walked him.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day one.
Trey Turner with a chance now. Grounded out his first time. In there, and it's 0-1. Turner had a really good college career at NC State. He went to the 2013 College World Series and led all of college baseball with 55 stolen bases that season. Pretty incredible. Swings and misses, struck him out. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the catcher, Jonah Heim.
Number 28.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
That one misses, and that's ball 2.
2 balls, no strike.
Just missed. There's a strike. And he takes a strike.
That's excellent location on the fastball right there early in this game. If he can do that all game, should be a good outing for him. What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Here's Leody Taveras. Up the middle. Oh, great stop. To second, that's 1. And that's 2. Up next for the Rangers, Evan Carter. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. Kicks and deals. Foul ball.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because
that's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. Set for the bottom of the 3rd, and now for the Phillies, Bryce Harper. The wind of the pitch.
You know, these Phils showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
Next pitch inside, and a count 2-1.
And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get involved a little sooner rather than later.
That one fouled off. And it's through for a hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Now it's going to be Alec Bohm. First offering misses badly for ball 1. Bohm goes 6 feet 5 inches, batting in the cleanup spot. A former first-round pick back in 2018. Hit on the ground to the right side. And that one finds its way through. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Couple of singles back to back. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So
double steal. And first offering is fouled off. And the pitch. Strike 2.
They just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Oh, and 2 now. Oh, that plunked him. And that's now twice he's been hitting this one.
Well, the bright side is that that'll help the on-base percentage a little bit, and that's a category no batter can ignore these days. OBP, OPS, well, maybe that'll ease the pain just a little bit.
Real Muto in the box now as he looks at ball 1. Second plate appearance of the day for him. Next offering is in for a strike. JT Real Muto singing has turned into arguably the top catcher in all of baseball. He's won multiple Gold Gloves, multiple Silver Sluggers, same story, multiple times an All-Star. This guy is fun to watch. 1-2 now. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Low drifts towards it.
A tremendous athlete behind the dish, and this is a guy that probably could play any position on the infield if they needed to, as well as the outfield. He's got great speed as a catcher.
Double play ball to second. There's one. And a run scores on the double play. Here's Nicholas Castellanos. He's already homered here in this one. That's inside, and that's ball 1. Ground ball up the middle, and a base hit knocks in a run.
Well done, drives in the run. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach, paying off.
Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. And that's in for a strike. Marsh in his second season, 25 years old, usually in center field, but today starting in left. The 0-1.
One thing I always felt if I played left field instead of center field was that the ball gets out there to you pretty quick, and the most important play is that ball down the left.
Threw it by him. A swing and a miss at the fastball to end the inning. And welcome back. Start of the 4th. Here's the second baseman, Marcus Semien. Nola back to work. Righty to the plate.
1-1.
In the air out to center. Rojas on the move. Pulls it in on the run. And there's one down. Seager stands in now. He's 0 for 1. This guy makes great contact. One of the best in the game at putting bat on ball.
He's got such quick hands, and he's gaining pitch recognition. That keeps him square to the plate. There's a good chance that his bat stays in the zone a long time, and that produces solid contact consistently.
Makes the catch for the out.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
2 outs, base is empty. Nathaniel Lowe up to hit. Ball 1 low. And that's outside. The Rangers yet to pick up a hit here. The 2-0 is in for a strike. That one missed.
Here's an opportunity to do some damage and perhaps unlock this offense. 3-1 count. Be ready to turn on a fastball.
And that one fouled off. On the ground to the left. And it gets by him.
Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent bat control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
Garver in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Grounded out his first time. At the belt and fires. Turned on, but foul wide of third. And a pitch. In the dirt, it's 2-2. Lowe leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Here's a 2-2. And that just misses.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Harper has a beat on it. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. Back at Citizens Bank Park, bottom 4, and now here's a speed threat, outfielder Johan Rojas. And the right-hander back to work. Ball 1, no strikes.
Clearly, he hasn't had it in this game, and looks like sooner than later, they're going to have to go to the bullpen.
Next offering misses, and that's ball 2.
2-0.
And the right-hander deals. And another ball.
3 balls, 1 strike.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Just kept it simple, played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down.
Taking over on the mound for the Rangers, Martin Perez.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Next to hit, Kyle Schwarber. Pitch out, but no action. Nobody out, runner at first. Next pitch is downstairs. And a strike. And now the lefty.
That's ball 3.
And now the count filled up 3-2. Swings and misses, and he's down on strikes for the second time today. Trey Turner at the plate. 2022 turned out to be a banner year for Trey Turner. Won the Silver Slugger. He was the National League starter at shortstop in the All-Star game, and as well 21 homers, 100 runs batted in, and 27 stolen bases. There's a strike.
And couldn't have picked a better time to turn in that type of performance, headed into free agency after that season.
Next pitch
One
way
ball, one strike.
upstairs. Next pitch misses. 2-1. Ground ball right side. And they get Turner for the out. And now here is Harper. 1 for 2.
Harper.
Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. Strike in there. And safe. It's a stolen base. Runner at third. 2 away. Next pitch is outside. Left-hand hitter waits. Got him looking for the K. A controversial called strike 3 to end the inning. Back here, Citizens Bank Park, at the plate, Josh Young.
Number 6.
They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. That one's in there, and it's 0-1. Now 1-1.
Well, these Rangers, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. With just one hit in the game, they're clearly frustrated and searching for answers at this point. The thing about frustration, though, it gets you nowhere as a hitter. It's easy to get there, but the best thing you can do is simplify the approach and take things one pitch at a time.
That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Garcia takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. Went down on strikes his first time through. And a pitch. And a foul ball. Here's a 1-1. He swings and fouls one off. The pitch. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Hits the fence. Garcia into second, and he's got a double. Ball comes home, and he's dead at the plate. So man aboard, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Jonah Heim. They say it went.
0-1's the count.
Fouled off. He was late. Garcia over at second, 1 down. That one misses. Now 1-2. And now 2-2. Man at second. On the ground at first. Fair ball. Garcia around third.
Comes through with the RBI. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
So next to hit for Texas, Leody Taveras. Bounce to third. On to second, they get one, and it's a double play to end the inning. Back here in Philadelphia, bottom of the inning. Now it's the cleanup hitter for the Phillies, Alec Bohm. And here it comes. Perez, an all-star a season ago. He features a sinker, a changeup, a cutter, a four-seamer, and he occasionally uses a curve.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The pitch. Good eye right there.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Popped up. Low. Settles underneath it. And there's one away.
Well, that's a frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics, and instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
Stott in now. Takes ball one off the plate. That one's in there. That's strike one. And a strike on the outside edge. Line drive. Hauls it in. And there's two away. 2 outs. Base is empty. And up to the plate is JT Realmuto. And first offering is fouled off. Realmuto was an outstanding high school quarterback. Was signed to go play quarterback at Oklahoma State, but when he was scouted in high school, he was mainly a shortstop. Marlin scouts decided after seeing him catch, and Realmuto is out, and that'll do it. Back here in Philadelphia, digging in, Evan Carter.
Number 32, Evan Carter.
The wind of the pitch. Carter, just 21 years old, and he was a second-round pick in 2020. Pitch misses inside, 2-0. And there's the strike. Swings through that one.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Around first and hustling for second. And he's got a leadoff double.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Carter at second with nobody out. The pitch. Going to count 1-2.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
On the ground to third. Boom. Throws on to first. And Simeon is out. And here's Corey Seager to hit.
Shortstop, Corey Seager.
And first offering is fouled off. 1 out and a runner at second. Started to swing, held up. Into the outfield, base hit. Into third now. So runners at the corners and 1 out.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Low. In the box again. Takes the strike. Runners are at the corners, 1 away. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Mitch Garver. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. And first offering is fouled off. Ball one there.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. He's painting the corners, working on the edges, and changing speeds. Just a difficult one. You tip your cap.
Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Gets it there in time, though, and they do get the out. Bottom of the 6th inning. Nick Castellanos at the plate now. Castellanos measures 6 feet 4 inches. A member of the 1,000 hit club. He joined the team as a free agent. That one finds the corner. It's 0-1. Inside corner, and that's called a strike. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
Up next for Philadelphia.
So digging in now for Philadelphia, Brandon Marsh.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
First offering, and it just misses. Slapped foul. Next offering is in for a strike. Gets a piece and stays alive. One down, base is empty. That one drifts inside. Got him. That's the second out.
Now batting.
And now, Johan Rojas. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
The 1-0. That's down and in. Swing and a miss, and it's 2-1.
One strike.
The wind and the pitch. On the ground. Throws across the diamond, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. And welcome back. Top of inning number 7. And now, Josh Young. The pitch. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Some guys are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Liner caught at second.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Garcia stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. That one ripped, and it stays fair. And that rolls into the corner. Around first, heading for 2. To second, pulls him off the bag.
Now batting. The catcher.
Now the catcher up to hit, Jonah Heim.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
And first offering is fouled off. Bounced up the middle. The throw to first, and they got him. Next up for Texas, Leody Taveras.
Leody Taveras.
There's a strike.
Not what he's looking for there in the 0-0 count. Looks like he wants the ball down in the zone.
Next offering is in for a strike. Battling here as he fouls it away. 2 outs with a runner at third. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And that is that.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the traditional 7th inning.
Welcome back. And now the DH, Kyle Schwarber. Here comes a pitch. Just off the inside edge. And fouled off. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
He wanted that fastball high and tight, looking for a strikeout, just didn't locate it very well.
And misses inside. Next pitch is outside. And it finds its way through for a hit. Off to a good start with a leadoff knock.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. Smashed that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Here's Trey Turner. First pitch, and he just misses. And he deals. That one hammered, but pulled foul. Line to left, and that's a fair ball. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. Throw comes in, runner stopped, second and third, nobody out. And he's got a double.
Back-to-back base hits. Ripped that one down the line and kept it fair. And even when you hit it that far out front, you still have to keep your hands tight to your body so you don't hook around that baseball and put it in foul territory. And that right there was perfect.
Harper in the box now. No balls and a strike. Schwarber on third. Turner at second with nobody out. In the dirt, one ball, one strike. And there's a ball.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
That's to third. Young on the run, sends it over to first. That's out number 1, and a run comes in to score. Alec Bohm stands in for the Phillies. Gets the call, and that is strike 1. Right side, hard hit. Tosses to first, and there's 2 away. And here is Bryson Stott.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
In there for strike 1. And a big swing and a miss.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Oh, and he hit him.
Well, a little problem with this location there, but now the bigger problem's at first base. Tons of speed over there. He's going to have to manage the running game and find the strike zone.
Real Muto, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. On to Simeon, that ends the frame. Out of the bullpen for the Phillies, Jose Alvarado.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Here's the left fielder, Evan Carter. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. In the air, fairly deep to right field. Castellanos gets under it. And it's caught for the out. Now it's Marcus Semien. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. That one's in there, 0-1.
Boog, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
The 1-1. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Turner with the throw to first, and Semien is out.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
Shortstop, Corey Seager.
Hey.
The 0-1. Fouled off to the right. And 1-2.
2 strikes.
Tracks it down for the out. And that is that. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Matt Bush.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Nick Castellanos stands in for the Phillies. He's already homered in this game. And a pitch. And there's a strike. And it's 1-1. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Gassed it right by him. Now the left fielder, Brandon Marsh. 1 for 3. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Bounce to the right side. Semien to first, and a couple of quick outs. 2 outs, base is empty. And digging in for Philadelphia, Johan Rojas. In there, and it's 0-1. Right-hander kicks, deals. That one to first. Low. Takes it himself, and that'll do it. Back here at the ballpark, and now Nathaniel Lowe. Alvarado in his 6th season, 27 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. And that's in for a strike.
0-1.
Next offering is in for a strike.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
That's a ball.
The next offering misses. 1-2 to count.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand. Probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch. So got to stay ready for it.
Kicks and fires. Outside.
Full count.
Fights it off. You'll see another. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
A great back and forth in that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Garver stands in now and watches strike 1.
There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Kicks and deals. Late swing fouled off.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
And that one missing low. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. Josh Young getting ready to hit.
Josh Young.
And that one hammered. Marsh going back on this one. Still going back. Hauls it in on the warning track.
Man, I love that route. The ball was smoked. He knew he had to get back to the track right away. Turned his back on the infield. Got to the spot. Turned around and made a nice catch.
Garcia in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. Next pitch misses inside, and the count even 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Out to center. Rojas under it. And that is the ball game.
Whether you're a season ticket holder or you just come to a couple of games a year, to see your team win at home, there's just something special about that. Good job by these guys to get it done for the hometown fans.
6-1 is your final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.
I'm gonna say, you gon' see me, I never be there. Ain't never gonna be me.